Hello everyone. Today we are going to understand an important digital technology used in the pharmacy called the QR code. QR code stands for Quick Response Code, which means it can be scanned and read very quickly. It is a two-dimensional barcode that stores information in a unique pattern of black and white squares. In early days, pharmacies used a simple barcode, but they had a limited capacity and required a special scanners. QR code have overcome these limitations by storing in a large amount of data in a small space. In the pharmaceutical field, accuracy and safety are very important, and QR codes help achieve both. They are now widely used on medicine packages, prescriptions, and hospital systems. By simply scanning a QR code using a smartphone, we can access the detailed drug information instantly. This technology is playing a major role in improving the healthcare system globally. In this session, we will explore the structure, working, and applications of QR code in pharmacy. What is QR code? QR code is a machine readable optical label that contains an encoded information. It is made up of small squares called modules arranged in a square grid. Each module represents the binary data, which means either 0 or 1. Black square represents 1 and white square represents 0. These binary combinations store the meaningful information such as text, numbers, or links. Unlike traditional barcodes, QR codes can store both horizontal and vertical data. So, this allows them to store much more information compared to one dimensional barcodes. QR codes can store various types of data such as URLs, contact details, or medical information. They are easy to generate and can be scanned using a smartphone camera. This makes them highly accessible and convenient in healthcare settings. So, because of their efficiency, QR codes are widely used in the pharmaceutical packing and labeling. So, let us see the structure of QR code. So QR code is not just a random pattern, it has a well defined structure. The first important component is the finder pattern. So which mainly consists of the three large squares at the corner. So these helps the scanner identify the position and orientation of the QR code. The finder patterns are the most noticeable components of the QR code. There are three large square boxes located at three corners of the QR code. These patterns helps the scanner quickly detect the presence of QR code. They also helps determine the orientation of the code, whether it is rotated or tilted. So without finder patterns, the scanner would not know where the QR code begins or ends. So each finder patterns consists of nested black and white squares arranged in a specific ratio. This unique design allows the scanner to distinguish the QR codes from other patterns. They help in fast recognition even in low light or blurred conditions. So finder patterns ensure that the scanner is quick and accurate. So they are essential for the initial detection stage of QR code scanning. Thus they act as the eyes of the QR code for recognition systems. And next one is the alignment pattern, that is accuracy control. So the alignment pattern is a small square located inside the QR code. Its main function is to correct the distortion during the scanning. So sometimes the QR code may be printed on curved surfaces like bottles or strips. So in such cases, the alignment pattern helps maintain accuracy. So it ensures that the QR code is read correctly even if it is slightly bent or tilted. The scanner uses this pattern to adjust the perspectives of the image. So large QR code may have multiple alignment patterns for better precision. So this pattern improves the overall reliability of the code. It plays an important role in maintaining the data accuracy. So without alignment patterns, scanning errors may occur frequently. So thus it acts as a stabilizer for the QR code scanning. And next one is the timing patterns, that is grid formation. So timing patterns are the lines made up of altering black and white modules. They are located between the finder pattern horizontally and vertically. So their main function is to help the scanner understand the structure of the grid. So they mainly define the rows and columns of the QR code. So this helps in locating each data module precisely. So the alternating patterns acts like a reference scale for the scanner. So it ensures the proper spacing between the modules. So timing patterns are essential for the accurate data decoding. So they help maintain the correct proportion of the QR code. So without timing patterns, the scanner may misinterpret the layout. So thus they act as a coordinate system for the QR code. And next one is the data area, that is the information storage area. So the data area is the main part of the QR code where the actual information is stored. So it mainly consists of the multiple small black and white squares called modules. So each module represents the binary data, either 0 or 1. So black square represents the binary 1 and the white square represents the binary 0. So these binary values are arranged in the specific patterns to encode the information. So the data stored can include the text, URLs and pharmaceutical details. So in pharmacy, it may store the drug name, doses, batch number and expiry date. So the arrangement of the modules follows the encoding standards here. So the data area occupies the large portion of the QR code. So it is designed to store the maximum information efficiently. So thus it acts as the memory section of the QR code. And next one is the error correction, that is data recovery system. So error correction is one of the most powerful feature of the QR codes. So it allows the QR code to be read even if it is partially damaged. So this is achieved using in a special mathematical algorithms. So the most commonly used method is Reed-Solomon error correction method. So it adds extra redundant data to the QR code. So if some parts are missing or damaged, so the original data can still be recovered. So the QR code have different levels of error correction, that is lower, medium, quartile and higher. So the higher levels provide more protection but reduces the storage capacity here. So this feature is very powerful in pharmacy where labels may get damaged. It ensures the reliable access to important drug information. Thus error correction acts as a backup system for QR codes. And next one is quiet zone, that is margin area. So the quiet zone is the blank white space surrounding the QR code. So it is an important but often overlooked component. Okay, this space separates the QR code from the other elements or background noise. It helps the scanner clearly identify the boundaries of the QR code. So without a proper quiet zone, scanning may fail or become inaccurate. So the quiet zone should be at least 4 module wide. It ensures that the scanner focuses only on the QR code. So this improves the detection speed and accuracy in pharmaceutical packing. Proper spacing is very important. So it prevents the interference from the label or printed text. Thus, quiet zone act as a protective boundary for the QR code. So each component of the QR code works together like a system, ensuring the fast, accurate and reliable information delivery. So let us see the mechanism how QR code works. So the working of the QR code involves a series of steps. First, the required information is converted into the binary format using an encoding techniques. So this binary data is then arranged into a black and white modules within the QR code. So when a user scans the QR code, the smartphone camera captures its image. So the scanner software detects the finder patterns to locate the code. So it then aligns the image using an alignment patterns for accurate reading. Next, the scanner reads the arrangements of the modules and convert them back into a binary data. So this binary data is decoded into a meaningful information such as text or a web links. So the entire process happens within seconds, making it highly efficient. So error correction algorithms ensures that even the damaged codes can be read correctly. So this mechanism makes the QR code reliable for the pharmaceutical applications. So let us see the applications in the pharmacy. So the QR code has a multiple applications in pharmacy. So they are used on the medicine packing to provide the detailed drug information. So the patients can scan the code to access the dosage instructions and the safety warnings. So pharmacists use the QR code to verify the drug details and ensure the correct dispensing. Hospitals use QR code for managing the patient records and the prescriptions. They are also used in the inventory management to track the stock and the expiry dates. So QR codes helps to reduce the manual errors and improve the workflow efficiency. They enable the digital access to information without the need of the paper leaflets. This is especially useful for providing the multilingual instructions to the patients. So QR codes also supports the telemedicine and digital healthcare systems. So overall they improve the communication between the patient, pharmacist and the healthcare providers. Anti-counterfeit role. So counterfeit medicines are a serious global problem. So fake drugs can be harmful and may not provide the intended therapeutic effect. So QR code plays a crucial role in preventing the counterfeit medicines. So each genuine medicine can have a unique QR code linked to the database. So when scanned, it verifies the authenticity of the product. If the code does not matches the database, the medicine may be fake. So this helps protect patients from the unsafe or inefficient drugs. Okay, pharmaceutical companies use QR codes for the product tracking and traceabilities. So regulatory authorities also encourages the use of the QR code for the safety. This technology increases transparency in the supply chain. So thus QR code contributes significantly to patient safety and drug security. So let us see the advantages. QR codes offer many advantages in pharmacy. They provide quick and easy access to information. They can store a large number of data in a small space. They are cost effective and easy to implement. QR codes reduces the human errors in medication handling. They improve the patient understanding through digital instructions. They can be scanned using widely available smartphones. Even if partially damaged, they can still be read due to error correction. They support digital transformation in the healthcare systems. They also enhance the efficiency in the pharmacy operations. Overall, QR codes are a powerful tools in the modern pharmacy practice. Conclusion. In conclusion, QR codes are an essential part of the modern pharmacy. They provide a fast and reliable way to access the important drug information. Their structure, design, and the advanced mechanism make them highly efficient. They play a major role in improving the patient safety and the healthcare quality. So QR codes also helps in preventing the counterfeit medicines. They support the digital healthcare and smart pharmacy systems. So with increasing the technology adoption, their use will continue to grow. So understanding the QR codes is important for every pharmacy professional. So they represents the future of the safe and efficient healthcare practices. A small code can truly make a big impact in pharmacy. Thank you.